What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about an infinite coin glitch that's going to get your pockets real fat. I want to tell you guys right now, it's several times during the year where EA Sports will put stuff out that's an absolute W, and one of the things that they've done that we as gamers want to see continue to go on in Madden Ultimate Team is the way that they did these house rules. Now, at first, the new house rules was real garbage compared to the first segment, but it's still the same thing. You go 9-0, you get cards, you start, doing whatever you want to do with them, and you can continuously make coins. But the method has nothing to really do with you just getting all 9 wins. What happens is there are divisions and rewards, right? So for my viewers that are like, yo, G, I can't get 9 wins, I don't know what to do, stuff like that. Okay, that's fine. Can you get 5? Right? Can you get 6? And then you start to get the 88 pluses, right? You start to get 90 pluses. So it's for everybody that's going to try to get these wins. It's happening. You have a day left to do it. So, a day and 21 hours, so about 2 days left. I don't know what happens for week 3 and how long it's going to go on, but this has made so many multi-millionaires in Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm going to tell you the newest way. And we just did it like 3 or 4 times during my live stream, but they were like, yo, G, can you put a video out to kind of detail what you've been doing? And I'm going to do that right now. So here we go. All right. Most of the time when you get those 88 pluses, the plus is silent, right? Like there's nothing else coming out, just the 88. And you get a lot of the combine, you get a lot of the combine 88s, and it's like, yo, what do I do with them, right? So I'm going to show you guys what you do with them and what cards to actually make and everything like that. Now, number one, with the 88 overalls, like if you want to make them because you're not winning enough games inside of the house rules, you can use miscellaneous cards that used to be worth something that are now no value. All right, because I get a bunch of packs. I still have 150 unopened packs. I could continuously make these cards, but I just want to let you guys know what's going on. So if you wanted to make the 88s yourself, you could. And the 85s right now are dirt cheap. Nobody's buying them. There's no like Team Diamond thing going on. So none of the cards are really expensive. So that's one way to make them. Or you could just make a lot of them the way that I do by just playing the game and winning the house rule segments, the flawless runs. Now, when you get to this segment of making the actual 90s, this is the situation. I get so many 88s from playing that mode. I average per run about 6 or 7 88s. So then you're left with the situation of making 87s. Now, you can make 87s, but 87s cost 85s. And if you want to save your 85s to just naturally make 88s for the combine, I wouldn't use it in the core set or anything else like that. I would just hold on to them. And then you would just spend for the 87s here. So the average price, if you round up, you're gonna pay like 10,000 MUT coins, right? Per 90 that you're gonna make, because you already have the 80, you have the 88s, right? So you would do this, okay? And you would continue to just, buy these 87s, bam, bam, bam. You would complete the set, right? And you would continuously make the 90s, okay? Now, every 90 that you make turns into a 93, okay? Every 5 90s turns into a 93. So when you redeem this, you start to make up the cards that go into making the actual overall 96 overall combine champion, okay? But this is something that a lot of you guys are like, yo, G, it's a lot of time. It's very, it's a lot of, you got to put in a lot of time to get it done. But typically, if you already understand what you're doing, you're literally printing coins because you already have the 88s. You're just spending 10K per 90, right? So every 10K that you spend, you get a 90, all right? Every 50K, you get a 93, all right? Now, as you continue to build up the 93s, what happens? You eventually get to the point where you can make the 96, right? So however you decide to do this, it can definitely work out and be very, very lucrative, right? So look, this is a situation. I have enough to keep making them, right? But after you I'm gonna make my third 93, then you would have to get any 93 to 94. We're gonna get to that in a second. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna quickly go through the rest because I've already started this live on stream and now I'm gonna finish it over here. So we're gonna continue this, right? We're gonna do this. We have to actually do this 4 more times, right? So we're gonna keep going. And what happens is if you see them up for 4,400, don't keep backing out and coming in. But when it gets back up to like 5,000, then back out and come in. Because what happens is sometimes it'll just reset itself and you'll get the lower amount. You can also go to the auction house directly, okay? and the cards will automatically be cheaper there as well. But once it jumps back up to 5,000, that's when it's starting to get more expensive. So you can either back out, make the card or whatever, and then go back in there. But that's what they like to do. So if you wanted to just buy them all together, it's usually cheaper if you go directly to the auction and just search 87s, right? It'll give you the cheapest 87s that are available, and that way you're not really, getting taken advantage of by EA. All right. So with this right here, again, if you go to it right now and it's still at 5,000, you can go and just, search it in the regular auction house. Let me back up real quick. And then we go to the regular auction house. Right here, we're going to need to do that 3 more times though. So look, over here, when you go into the regular auction, you're going to reset everything. And then you just go to quality, right? And then once you go to quality, you go over to 87, well, 86 to 87, and then it's going to bring up everything. Now, when you scroll through this, you want to pretty much make sure that you're not skipping any 87s, because there are a lot of things that you may get that pops up in between it. Right now, the way that it's set up, it's showing it the same way we saw it. So you would go to another glitch method, right? You would go to team, and then you would change it up into divisions, right? And then when you change it up into divisions, it usually does give you cheaper versions of the cards. When you pool everything together, sometimes it's a little bit more expensive. Like right now, it went down to like 5,000 from the 53 or whatever it was. But you can really get a lot of lurks like that from just going to the different divisions, and you can just go through it, and then eventually, the prices gets a lot cheaper. There's a lot of like little tidbits, like right here, we just grabbed another 42, 52. So you can do it however you want, but when you're working the market, you have to be very, very careful that you're not overspending. Because the first thing that I get is, yo, G, bro, you're spending way too much. And I'm like, guys, I'm not going through it the way that I do when I'm not making a video. I just tell you what you should be doing. Like the next one was 5,052, right? But we just got one for 44. So as you go through it, you can just change this up and make sure you're getting the most cheap, the cheapest 87 that's possibly there. Because like right now in this division, everything is expensive. It's like 55 something. So obviously the NFC East wouldn't be it. Go to the South and see what's going on there. And this is something, like I said, if you have time to do it this way, I would encourage you to do it this way. If you don't have time, then you just go the other route, right? You just pick the cards that you want and you get them, but that's the way that you would actually get it done. So this one right here is 43.52, and then they have another one that's like 4,500. So we'll just buy a few of them so that we know, because I think we have to do it like 3 more times or something. And then when you have to get the 87s, you would just search Genki for specifically, and you will get the cheapest 87s. Now, just remember this, right? You see how all of them disappeared so quickly? That's just one of the methods that I wanted to make sure you guys knew about what was going on. So let's jump back into the set real quick so that we can go ahead and finish up with the team of the year. Well, what is it? The Combine. The NFL Combine, not the team of the year. Team of the year is going to be for the cup, like in the next couple of days. We about to go crazy with the team of... Bro, we're going to make so many coins with the team of the year sets. You guys don't even know what's going on. Like, bro, we're literally right now, with everything that I have set up for team of the year, out the gate, we're going to make 3 mil. Like out the gate, because we've been stockpiling some of the stuff that we get from the house rule wins, and then we've been also making other cards, so we're already all set with it, right? Okay, so now we're gonna go back. I'm gonna do these other 2 really quickly. We're not gonna really search it and go crazy because you guys see how to actually do it. So now I can spend the coins right now because it doesn't matter, but you guys are gonna take your time with it because you'll be offline doing it, and it'll just be easier for you to do. So we're gonna grab this one and then 2 more. So that way we don't have to go back to the screen and then do it again, so that we'll make the final ones. And then we're going to ultimately get to making the coins. Now look, on average, you're going to make about 300K per if you do this the right way. Because every time that you sell what you make, you're going to make about, like I said, you're going to net like 275 to 300K. So as long as you stay in house rules and you keep getting those 88 plus packs, nothing else will matter if you follow the guidelines. Now, if you get a flawless run, you're almost guaranteed at least 2 93s. Once you get the 93s, it's obviously a no-brainer, bro. You put 3 in, you get 2 Genki Force 87s, and you call it a day, bro. And you just keep doing it over and over and over again. Now, remember, the promo ends, like I showed you, in about 2 days. So depending on when you play, that could influence, the people that you play. Because a lot of people are doing it because they know it's an opportunity to make infinite coins. So it's not going to just be you. So you may run into a couple people that are tough. Doesn't matter. If you lose, you lose. You get right back on it and just keep going. Because as long as you get to 5, you're guaranteed at least an 88. And most of you guys that get that, you're probably going to end up getting a 93. Many of you guys get those 93s. Now look, once you complete this set with the 90s, right, you're going to make, I'm making my final 93. I already made, I think I got 1 or 2 of those from my flawless run. But when you make them like this, because you get all the 88s, it really doesn't matter. You would just continuously make the 93s, and it would cost you, whatever the 87s are. You know what I'm saying? And then you would just go right now. You'll have all the 93s made. Now for these 93s where it says any, that one, though, these right here, when you click on it, this is what I don't want you to do. Even though that says 81, that's still not the cheapest stuff. You're gonna go over to Genki Force in the auction house, and they usually go for about 74K. Now that was a tip that was provided to me earlier. I was usually thinking I was getting, decent sales for 81K, but apparently Genki Force goes crazy and people are just throwing them up for nothing, right? Like, yo, bro, take this Genki Force player, he's ass, and like, that's it. So now you're in the situation where you can snipe, all right? So why does it say, what? Can't find, what? Dude, we literally just, dog, is EA playing games with us, dude? Hold up, bro. Did it just say that there's no 87s? Why did I just go to Merry Mix-Up? Did it just say that there's no 87s, bro? There was like 1,000 of them when I just looked at it before, going for 74K each. Yeah, EA's out here playing games, boys. If they do that though, and it's like glitched on your system, what you could do, oh, maybe because, no, I was looking for 93s. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot, boys. We're looking for 93s. My bad. Yeah, so there it goes right there, 72. I know you guys like, yo, G, what are you doing? But I was still locked in for making the actual 90s with the 87s. Yeah, don't worry about it. So the 93s are a lot cheaper for Genki Force, cards. So don't pay the 81, pay this amount. And then now we have everything that we need to complete the set, right? Everything. Keep in mind that I already got some of the 93s from playing the house rules, and this is how you would do it. So making the miscellaneous cards, that's the only part that's going to be a little bit, time consuming. And if you take your time with it, this is definitely going to make you a MUT millionaire. Now, when you complete this set, I'm going to tell you this, right? Because John Ross adds +1 speed to every receiver, he's still one of the highest selling cards that are available. So when you do this, don't think about it too much. Just take John Ross, right? Because you know for a fact, people want that +1 speed. Now when you go to it, he's about 560, whatever he is. You just put him up for whatever you last saw him for. It doesn't matter. You're gonna still make out. It doesn't really matter. Even 560, whatever, because people know that he adds that boost of speed. And then you keep doing that. And as you go through it, when you make up the rest of the set, as long as you get a few 93s from out of the actual house rules, that's how you make the miscellaneous ones. And you should still be able to accumulate a tremendous amount of coins. If you want to make your own 88s, like I said before, you could easily make it right there, but it's more expensive using all those 85s when you can use them in other places. Then just to check to see what it's going for, we'll go over here and see what it is because he just sold for 560. So ours is the cheapest at 560. And people are going to continue to buy him simply because he adds the +1 speed to your squad. So that's it for now, guys. Go ahead and make your millions of coins. I will be touching base with you guys for Team of the Year, and I wish you guys an enjoyable rest of your day, and I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.